Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So Rebellion recently held their second Sniper Elite 5 Q&A over on their Discord channel, this time talking about ways to play, with lead designer Ryan Baker, senior level designer Alex Spyropoulos and designer Tom Field. This video is just to give a quick summary of most of what was said. Now just to let you know, I've also uploaded the full Q&A if you want to go and check that out. If not, stick around and I'll just give you the gist of it. So let's get it on. First up is survival, and it has been revealed that it's keeping the same basic structure as Sniper Elite 4, wherein there are 12 waves, 4 command posts, and it's for 1 to 4 players. Now personally, I was hoping for unlimited waves, or at the very least an option for unlimited waves, and whilst the devs have said that they had considered it, they instead opted to go down this route as they wanted the survival mode to have an end. They wanted you to be able to complete your mission and repel the invading forces. You know, job done. So yeah, unfortunately there's no unlimited waves. They have also mentioned that survival now has save points. After every 3 waves it will save. Now I'm unsure if it always saves after 3 waves or if it only saves if you manage to defend the command post, so we'll have to wait and see. Survival now has operations, with each survival map having 4 operations in total. What this basically means is there are 4 variations of the command post locations. So in Sniper Elite 4, when playing on survival, on village for example, the command posts were always in the same 4 places. Well now if you get bored of the same command post locations, you'll be able to select a different operation to change the command posts up. So this will certainly help with the replayability, having basically 4 variations of each map. And that's all that was really said about survival. Most of what was said was in regards to multiplayer and invasion mode. Speaking of invasion mode, it has been revealed that there are not too many restrictions on the invading player. You are able to move around the level freely. There is only a couple of places in the entire game where you cannot go. The invading player's loadout is restricted to Axis equipment only. You unlock more equipment and weapons for your invasion loadout by successfully invading and killing the allied sniper. The invading player does not start with mines, but can unlock them later. The invading player cannot see what objectives the allied player has, but he does get a notification telling you that the allied player has completed an objective. The invading player is able to tag the German AI. If that AI then sees the allied player at close range, the invading sniper will know their location. Even if the allied player is not spotted, the invading player can still discover the rough location of the allied sniper, because as the allied sniper goes around killing Germans that the invading player has already tagged, then the invading player will slowly see tags disappearing from the screen and will be able to work out the allied player's rough location. Now this is pretty interesting, and possibly this is where non-lethal ammo comes into it. If you take out an enemy non-lethally, maybe their tag will not disappear and allow the allied player to further remain hidden. This could create some interesting gameplay. You could sneak around taking out enemies non-lethally, but take a lethal long shot across the map where you aren't even going to try and send the invading player the wrong way. Also, one of the unlocks worth mentioning for the invading sniper is the normal German infantry skin, which the devs mentioned allows the invading sniper, if they choose, to blend in with the AI by moving slowly and pretending to be one of them. This could make for some pretty hilarious gameplay moments. As far as who can invade you goes, many were hoping that there would be some kind of setting that allows friends only. I personally was really hoping you could invade a player by simply searching for their username, because I was hoping to get invaded by viewers whilst I'm streaming. But the devs have confirmed that at launch the invading will be completely random. They said they would like to add a friends only option, but it's proving to be technically complicated, so hopefully we will see a friends only option in the future. But they did say there's no promises. In regards to your co-op campaign getting invaded, the way it works is this. If one of the 2 allied players kills the invader, then they win, obviously. But if the invading player kills one of the 2 allied players, then the game does not end immediately. Instead, a timer starts. Now it's unknown how long this timer is, but a timer starts. And if the allied player does not take out the invading sniper within this time limit, then the invading sniper wins. All invasion mode rewards are tied to kills. So if you invade a co-op game, the invading sniper has a chance to get 2 kills. But of the 2 allied players, whoever kills the invading sniper is the one who gets the reward. Both allied players do not get the reward. Invasion mode is always optional. Even on the hardest difficulty, you can always choose to turn it off. One thing that really surprised me during the Q&A was when the devs revealed that you can always kick an invader. I'll admit I was not best pleased, but the devs got back to me after the session had ended and confirmed that if you do kick the invading player, then the invading player still wins, which dampened the blow quite a bit, and I'm fine with it now. The devs wanted that option because they didn't want players to be stuck in a game they aren't enjoying, which kind of makes sense. But personally, I'd just turn off invasion mode if I didn't want to be invaded. But it's good to know the invader wins if the allied player kicks them. Also, once the invasion has ended, there is an option for a rematch, which is pretty cool. And another thing is the game will autosave when you are invaded. If you are invaded and you die, you can simply load the game to just before the invasion began and carry on. It was also mentioned that even if you defeat the invading sniper, you can still load that autosave, so there is no chance of the invading player messing up your campaign. Personally, I hope this is disabled, this autosave, on the hardest difficulty. If the invading player kills you on authentic, I think you should have to restart the whole mission, though I'm sure many of you will disagree with me on that, and that's fine. Another thing that was mentioned was the difficulty of the game when invading a player is based on the host's difficulty, so the allied player's difficulty. I'm really hoping that when I search for an invasion that I can do it based on difficulty. It's going to be a bit unfair if a highly skilled player who always plays on authentic gets to invade a new player on easy difficulty. So I'm really hoping when we search for a game to invade, it asks us what difficulty host we want to search for. It's been confirmed that there is no voice chat between the invading sniper and the allied player, which makes perfect sense. But an option to turn chat on would have been hilarious, just to scare the hell out of each other. I can see you, Commando. What are you going to do now? And finally, for invasion mode, the invading player has a small selection of his own skills. One is called Stay Sharp, which instructs nearby AI to pay more attention, which increases their spotting speed. Next up we have multiplayer, which now has supply drops which spawn in various locations around the maps. These supply drops contain multiple goodies. They always contain at least one heavy weapon, so maybe the Panzerfaust MG42 or a flare gun. They also contain special ammo along with various other equipment. Now there is a risk reward to collecting these supply drops. Obviously the reward is the goodies. You also get XP. Even your allies will get XP just for being in close proximity to you when you grab it. But you need to remember that there may be snipers camping the location waiting for you to grab it. Also, if you are within 50 meters of the supply drop when an enemy player grabs it, you will become auto-tagged for a short amount of time. Now on to progression. So things have changed this time around. In Sniper Elite 4 there was basically just one progression. Whether playing multiplayer, survival, campaign, Overwatch, doesn't matter. All XP went towards the same progression. This time around, campaign and survival share the same XP progression and skill trees, but for the first time in Sniper Elite, the multiplayer progression is completely separate from the campaign and survival progression, with a completely unique leveling system and perks that are exclusive to multiplayer. Guns, equipment, attachments that are unlocked in single player cannot be used in multiplayer. Likewise, all weapons, items and attachments that are unlocked in multiplayer can only be used in multiplayer. Every single attachment in multiplayer will have its own challenge to unlock it, so you're looking at over 200 challenges just to unlock all the attachments. Multiplayer now has 4 different specializations that you can unlock as you level up. The 4 specializations are Assault, Engineer, Scout and Medic, and these give you access to different skill trees. There is also a Sniper skill tree, which everybody has, but you can also have a specialization skill tree alongside it. When you die, you can quickly change your specialization, which will then give you access to different skills. So I'm going to give you a few examples of the perks, starting with the Sniper skill tree, which has skills like extra item slots and a small chance to create a bleeding effect when you hit an enemy, which will slowly drain their health until they use a bandage. The Medic has various skills, like the meds restore more health, and other skills where it applies a passive buff to heart rate recovery speed of nearby allies. The Assault has skills like you don't slow down as much when taking damage, you get a little bit more health, but the devs made it clear that this is not game breaking. You can also throw grenades back and steal ammo when melee killing. The Scout has skills like you can tag enemies faster, you can see traps at close range, you take less full damage, and the Scout even has an ability where you can do drop takedowns when dropping on top of an enemy. And the final specialisation, the Engineer, has skills like you can take less explosive damage, your traps now take twice as long to defuse. It even makes the traps explode if the enemy player cancels the defuse partway through. So basically once they start defusing, they have to wait until it's completely defused or it will blow up in their face. So there was confirmation of free-for-all, no cross and team deathmatch, and there was also a new mode that was confirmed called squad match, which sounds pretty awesome. It's basically a 4v4v4v4 mode. I mean, how glorious is that? When pinging the environment, it will now show what has been pinged. So if you ping an ammo crate, for example, your team will know that what you have pinged is ammo. There is also now a communication wheel that will allow you to quick chat to your team if you aren't using voice comms. In multiplayer, it is now possible to incapacitate other players depending on where they are hit. A shot to the head or heart will always be fatal, but maybe a shot to the leg or being caught on the edge of an explosion, for example, will incapacitate them. You then have the decision of whether or not you want to revive your teammate, because if they die it will affect the team's score, but at the same time the incapacitated player's position is likely being covered by a sniper who is waiting for a hero to come to the rescue, so he can take him out as well, securing 2 points for the team. And finally, for multiplayer, the devs also made mention that if you die in multiplayer, you will lose points from your personal score, which is great. So hopefully there'll be no more players with, 15 kills and 30 deaths, ending up finishing higher than a player with 10 kills and 0 deaths, which always kind of bugged me. Okay guys, we are nearly done, but I've got a few more bits for you. First up, unfortunately there was no mention of Overwatch missions at all in the Q&A, so we have no idea if Overwatch is even in the game, let alone how many Overwatch missions there are. It's been confirmed that there is no Authentic Plus difficulty. This is because everything that was in Authentic Plus is now Authentic. So technically that difficulty is still there, it's just called Authentic now instead of Authentic Plus. The dev mentioned that there is still custom difficulty alongside the 5 other difficulties. So Cadet, Marksman, Sniper Elite and Authentic. So what is the 5th difficulty? Either it was a mistake or probably somewhere between Sniper Elite and Authentic would be my guess, but we're going to have to wait and see. As far as character cosmetics go, there are various character skins to choose from. You can also choose which headgear to wear. You can't choose like jacket, trousers, boots and all that. You just get your main character skin and headwear. And finally, it has been confirmed that crossplay is available throughout the whole game. If you want to play co-op, survival, multiplayer with friends on a different system, this is absolutely possible. So that is fantastic. Okay guys, that's pretty much everything that was mentioned in the second Q&A. Now just a quick reminder that I have also uploaded the full Q&A. If you want to go and check that out, I will leave a link in the description. Also, I have many other Sniper Elite 5 videos that you should check out. I very rarely repeat the same piece of information in different videos. So if you haven't checked out my other videos, there is likely lots of intel about Sniper Elite 5 that you don't yet know about. So go check them out to catch up on everything that has been revealed so far about Sniper Elite 5. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. It really does help the channel to grow. This is a dedicated Sniper Elite channel, so hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date on all things Sniper Elite, and I will see you guys in the next video!
Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.